If you are a serious practitioner of mindfulness or meditation, it's essential to have a basic understanding of the construction of the mind. For the simple reason, to control the mind, you need to first know and understand the mind. A human consists mainly of a physical body, which is very visible to us, and the mental body, which is associated with the physical body, but not necessarily lies within the body itself. In today's session, let's dig a little deeper into our mental body. While there are many forms of studies of the mind, we have selected Buddhism as the basis for our research and practices. Our mental body, or mental functions, can be divided into 4 basic forms. These are the feeling or sensing function, perceptory function, generation function, and consciousness. Now let's take one by one. The first function is sensing. How do we sense? We sense through our sensory organs. Eyes see, ears will hear, nose will smell, tongue will taste, skin will feel, and mind will feel mental formations such as thoughts. We do not have control over these sensing. The moment the ears comes in contact with a sound, in the presence of the mind, hearing occurs. For a meditation practitioner, it's very valuable to be able to isolate and see this phenomenon occurring within your mind. The second function of the mind is the perceptions. When the eye sees a black cat, the mind identifies that it is black and that it's a cat. Millions of past experiences stored within the mind helps the mind to perceive things. Why does a person looks beautiful to one person while the same figure looks average to someone else? This is because of the mind's perceptory function. The third function of the mind is the generative capability of the mind. Most simply identifiable thing the mind generates are the thoughts. If you turn inwards, you will see the flow of thoughts generating and disintegrating within your mind. It's very, very important to understand that the thoughts and the mind are 2 completely different things. Apart from thoughts, the mind generates other mental constructs. Some of the easily identifiable constructs are positive constructs, such as joy, faith, kindness, compassion, sympathy, as well as negative constructs such as agitation, envy, selfishness, greed, unwholesome pride, anger, and so many more. However, there are other constructs that are not so obvious. For example, concentration, attention, serenity of the mind, alertness, courage, and wisdom are not so obvious constructs generated by our mind. As you become proficient in meditation, you will be able to isolate and identify many of these constructs. Finally, the fourth function of our mental body is the consciousness. Consciousness arises in combination with a sensory organ. Based on our ears, we get our auditory consciousness, whereas through the eyes we have visual consciousness. Mental consciousness has the mind as its origin. As you can see, the mental body is not a single entity. As you go about in your daily chores, try to isolate and identify these widely different aspects of your mind. More you understand your mind, easier it is to train and master your mind.